Coach, based off this team's performance the first half of the decade, I'm not well that we're halfway through the 20s. I need to make a change. Well, we can't change the players? No, they have very long contracts. Well, who gave them those? The Gregorians. That's a stupid name. But it's time they heard a new voice. Oh, fine. Who's replacing me? Replacing you? No one's replacing you. You're a middle-aged white man. But this team is failing. And you fail up in this world, you're getting a raise. A raise? Well, what about the new voice? Yes, I hired you a new assistant. Hello there. Hi. Well, he looks incredibly passive. He is the opposite of you in every way. I believe in soft coaching. Soft coaching? I don't do any yelling. I'm more of a player's coach. You think this is going to work? It can't get any worse. Okay, we'll give it a go. January? Yes, coach? Please tell my new assistant what you've done already. At least 15 are dead after a terror attack happened in New Orleans. Oh dear, can we try and make sure something like that doesn't happen again? He said a terror attack 10 minutes into it! January? Yeah, I won't do it again. Thank you. Now go do your best. And one person's dead and a bunch of others injured after a Cybertruck filled with fireworks exploded outside a Trump Tower in Las Vegas. Okay. What is it? Ref, time out, Jan? Coach, you sound angry. That's because I am bloody angry! Maybe calling a frustrated timeout this early isn't for the best. If I don't, the whole world will be on fire by Monday! January! Yes, coach? Terror attack in New Orleans and a Cybertruck explosion in Vegas! Now, he already apologized for those and said he wouldn't let it happen again. I know, but... January, why not tell me what else is happening out there and I'll coach you through it? Okay. Alcohol causes cancer. Now isn't the time for jokes. The US Surgeon General said up to 1 drink a day increases your cancer risk. Okay, you may have just ruined fun. You've ruined fun! China has a new virus outbreak that causes flu-like symptoms. As long as it's not COVID-25, we'll be all right. Norovirus is surging in the US. So why aren't you stopping these things? Because I was covering the Sahara Desert in snow. But it's not supposed to snow in the desert. It's not supposed to snow in the desert! A plane crashed into a building in Southern California. 10 were shot outside of a Queens nightclub. 10 were shot and killed in Montenegro. And fireworks killed 3 and injured dozens more in Hawaii. Right, but you said you wouldn't let this happen again, didn't you? No, I said I wouldn't let a New Orleans terror attack happen again. Right, so that's my fault. Miscommunication. Coach, how would you handle correcting this? I fucking scream at the guy! Ref, time... Mr. Official, time out. January, bring it in, please. Assistant coach. So, Los Angeles is on fire. Yeah, I'm doing dry January. Oh. Okay, that's not what that means. Oh, no one told me. Okay, so you confused not drinking alcohol with burning an entire city to the ground? This is what I've been working with! Why did 95 die in an earthquake in Tibet? Because he has no talent! I wasn't ready for Mother Nature to play so much offense. Your defense isn't great. We can work on that. Meta isn't fact-checking anymore. That's good. Why is that good? Because people come to us for the news, so we'll get more popular. He killed the truth! Oh, and bird flu killed someone. Yeah, but it's still not a pandemic. At least it's not a pandemic. How do you think they start? In a lab? Not now. Might need you to be a little more careful, though. What's this quad-demic I'm hearing about? I've got the flu, COVID, RSV, and norovirus all happening at the same time. This is what you get. But the Surgeon General did say people should rethink how they're living their lives. Might rethink why I took this job. Mike Rinder, the Vivian, Jeff Boehner, and Perry the Donkey all died. Been a bad week. Won't do it again. I don't believe you. Coach, why not? Because you killed the truth! The doomsday clock has been moved to 89 seconds to midnight! So scientists think humanity's the closest it's ever been to self-destruction? Yes! So should we call a timeout then? January has been in for about 19 weeks. No, he hasn't! It just feels like it! Ref, timeout! January, bring it in! Yes, coach. What is that? I assumed you were going to yell at me about Trump's executive orders. Now here, we don't have a political leaning, but he can't sign any more as I've taken his pen away. That's some great problem solving. Do you actually think the president only has one pen? No. Why is there a recall on chocolate? Because some of it might kill people. Right, and why are you doing death by chocolate? Honestly, I thought that was just the name of a dessert. It was until you showed up! Look, January, I'm trying to help you, so let's think about some of the good things you've done. A court ruled that elephants aren't people. And there was some confusion about that, was there? And New York City had its first 5-day stretch of no shootings in decades. There you go, I knew you had it in you. But as soon as I told people there was 2 shootings in 2 minutes. Okay, coach. There was a school shooting in Nashville. You killed DJ Unk and 30 people died at the Kumbh Mela festival in India. But are we okay that a Mississippi lawmaker wants to ban masturbating? How would they police that? I don't know. Phones see everything. Our phones see everything! Ref, substitution, January. Yeah, sorry, that's a terrible finish, coach. 67 people died in a passenger plane helicopter collision. I know. Why? Coach, you have an assistant for a reason. Why? The air traffic controller was a blind trans double arm amputee with cognitive disabilities and dwarfism. No, they weren't. That's who I've been told they hired because of DEI. Oh, you're blaming DEI for it? Yeah? What about the plane crash in Philly that killed 7? Also DEI? Okay, how is DEI responsible for a small plane accident? 6 passengers were Mexican nationals. Get out, February! Why is February late? It's Black History Month. Stop it. DEI Hire of Month. Sorry, coach, I'd already started. What has February done? Puxatawny Phil said 6 more weeks of winter and 4 more years of bullshit. Meteorologists said northern Queensland, Australia is going to have the worst floods for 60 years. At least they're getting weather advice from professionals. America's listening to a groundhog. Trump has put his tariffs on Canada, Mexico and China. He's making sure the US economy is crippled so he can blame it as a DEI hire. Broccoli florets from Walmart are killing people. It's been 36 hours! And your father passed away. What? How? He woke up dead. Oh, that was one of his lines. Yes, I know. He stopped breathing. Also one of his lines. I'm aware. Is there anything you want to say, coach? It was a hell of an innings, old boy. We'll nip in the boozer for a quick 3 again someday. And I'm sure he's very proud. And these fucking DEI hires are killing everybody! How has February done 2 weeks in 3 days? How did January do 31 days in a year and a half? I think he's the whitest Black History Month ever. You can't say that, ref. Time out, February, bring it in. Yes, coach? You are the whitest Black History Month ever! Because of what Trump and Elon are doing. Remember, we don't talk about them here. Because you've done nothing to celebrate Black history at all! What about the Super Bowl halftime show? That was for everyone! It's true, I've been saying, say Drake, all week. 2 people were shot at the Super Bowl parade! Sad I have to say this, but only 2? 11 people were killed at a school shooting in Sweden! It's a very white thing to do. So America's not the only place school kids aren't safe. It was a school for adults. Of course it was. There's been multiple airplane collisions and 10 people died when a plane crashed in Alaska! Well, that's because of the... Don't say DEI hires, that makes him really mad. DEI hires. Ah! You talk to him! Okay, the Duolingo owl is dead. Yeah, I'm planning its funeral. It's a fucking cartoon owl! Why are there also zombie spiders in Ireland and the deadlier monkeypox in New York? Well, I'm trying to fight bird flu from becoming the next pandemic. And how did you allow a car attack in Munich, a gas explosion at a mall in Taiwan, and Russian drones to hit Chernobyl's radiation shield? Well, I've been busy. Oh. Doing what? Creating China's planetary defense force. You know, an asteroid might hit Earth in 8 years. How proactive. That's great. Oh yeah, that would be great. Except... You're the one reducing spending on science! Referee substitution, February. Time's up. Where's the head coach? I suggested he go back to the locker room for a minute. Why? Well, because he... Because America has joined Russia and global democracy is hanging by a thread! Did you catch that? I got the gist of it. So let's just recap the last week so that we can all learn from your mistakes. Finally, some coaching. Deadly measles and bird flu, a new COVID, and a mystery disease that's killed 60 in the Congo. Yeah. Now, why did you allow that to happen? I was busy finding out who Jack the Ripper was. I'm going to put was just being silly. The Polish hairdresser, if you're interested. I'm more concerned with how many planes you're crashing. As you should be. You killed Gene Hackman. He was very old, but R.I.P. Wolverine. Wolverine? You're thinking of Hugh Jackman, you total bellend! So, good news, Hugh Jackman's still alive. Yeah? How did Roberta Flack die? His song? Excuse me? She was killed softly with his song. Deep breaths. You've allowed Andrew Tate into America. Yeah, they're removing hardworking immigrants and replacing them with actual rapists. And for good measure, you killed the inventor of Nutella and ruined Shrek's face? Yeah, I did do that. Okay, 1 second. Where were we? You okay? No. March? Yes, coach? We really need to prevent World War III. Elon Musk just said the USA should leave the UN and NATO. Oh. Did he? Ref, time out. March, bring it in. Yes, coach? George Foreman is dead. You sure? Sometimes mine's just not plugged in. 100%, and you killed him! He seems very upset over losing a lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine. He's talking about the boxer. They named a boxer after a cooking appliance? Sorry, coach, I tried. 59 people were killed in a North Macedonian nightclub! Yeah, because the roof... It's a tragedy. There's been over 400 measles cases this year already. And if only there was a vaccine you were trying to get people to take. You think I haven't tried? No. Even the parents of the kid who died said they don't regret them not being vaccinated. So maybe this one's not on him. 3 killed and 16 injured in a New Mexico car shooting. How did a car shoot? Or was it a Tesla? Can you be less stupid? Why'd you shut Heathrow Airport down for a day? I didn't, but I think I know who did. There's a giant jet fuel spill because a North Sea tanker and a cargo ship collided. The same people who caused that. And who was it? The Russians. So war between Russia and Europe keeps getting closer. America's not allowing people with green cards back in because they've made anti-Trump posts. So good thing we've always said we think he's great. Oh yes, we're all huge fans of 45 and 47. Fuck it, it's worth a try. Some good news, you got Jake Paul engaged. Oh, that could be Chris Paul, Tommy Paul, or Logan Paul. Divorced in 5. Oh, tariff, timeout, April, bring it in. Did you say tariff, timeout? No. Pretty sure you did. I said ref. I heard tariff. Not everything is about tariffs. It is when China and the US are in an all-out trade war. Yeah, why are you doing that? Now remember, he doesn't have control over 2 things. I know, Trump and mass shootings, but why did you Val kill Valma? You mean kill Val Kilmer? That's what I said. Coach, I don't think you're doing so well. I'm not. Eminem is a grandpa. Is that bad? No, we're just so very old. 221 died when a nightclub collapsed in the Dominican Republic. If this year had a nickel for every nightclub tragedy, it would have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. 6 people died when a helicopter crashed into the Hudson River. Can I still blame DEI? No! The vein in your forehead's going to explode. Don't you talk to him, but this job will take your soul. Or another child died from measles in Texas. RFK said they should take vitamin A. Okay, why is America rush producing a nuke 24 times more powerful than the one they dropped on Hiroshima? Yeah, because World War III is still a thing. Russell Brand was charged with sexual assault. It's always the ones you most expect. Butter's been recalled in 7 states because there's poop in it. Gives I can't believe it's not butter a new meaning. And why were 400 offensive words removed from Scrabble? Well, I don't want to upset anyone. Ha! To be honest, I didn't even know there were 400 offensive words. Well, I'm gonna call you all of them right now, you ref, substitution, April, get out. Got it. Oh, wait, aren't we gonna try and go over some of his mistakes? Oh, we could, but we'd be here until July. Just let me try. April. Yeah? Why did the UK government agree to trying to dim sunlight in an attempt to slow global warming? The UK doesn't get any sun! But Coach, I've got this. The UK doesn't get any sun. Yeah, I really didn't think that through. Right, now let's talk about the creative killing. Creative killing? You vanced a Pope! You vanced a Pope? I did vance a Pope. Can we discuss the potential serial killer in New England that's killed 8 women? But there it is! There's what? The only thing this garbage decade didn't have was a serial killer. It's not confirmed. 11 died when an SUV was driven through a crowd in Vancouver. Why is that a thing for this team? I don't know. And there was a mass stabbing in France. 2 people were shot with a crossbow in Leeds, and a man is in critical condition after falling out of a stadium at a baseball game. Creative killing. Can't you just stick to shootings like the other months? 12 were shot in Ecuador at a cockfight. Can't believe I have to ask this, but were they shot with a gun? Maybe? Sorry, Coach, I tried. May! Yes, Coach? We need a big performance out of you. You're in. Just in time for America to stop trying to end the Ukraine-Russia war. Couldn't that trigger World War III? It could. Could you speed it up? Because I want off this ride! Ref, timeout. May, bring it in. Yes, Coach. You gave Joe Biden cancer. Or did I? You what? Maybe March of 2022 gave it to him. Yeah, can you? I can try, but I'm losing the will to live. Soft, Coach. Things aren't that bad. Did you just call me soft, Coach? Everyone in the comments does. Why did the US just test launch the Doomsday Minuteman III nuclear missile? Well, because they're preparing for nuclear war! Yeah, that. Actor George Wendt died at 76 and Congressman Jerry Connolly died at 75. 76 is old for an actor, but 75 is young for a congressman. 10 men escaped a New Orleans jail. That's not a prison break, that's a baseball team! With a designated hitter. With a designated hitter! 25 died when you had tornadoes sweep through the Midwest. I blame your cutback on timeouts. What did you say? You let someone try and blow up a fertility clinic in Palm Springs? I'd misunderstood him asking for scrambled eggs. A Mexican Navy ship crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge. Cinco de Mayo. Monkeys are kidnapping other monkeys in Panama. Wouldn't it be monkey napping? And what are they holding them ransom for? Bananas? And Australia's underwater again and you've given the UK 110 wildfires. I don't even know how that's possible. Does lighting a cigarette count? You have felons, fires, floods, fertility bombs, feral monkeys. Just sit in the corner with a colouring book and don't do anything for the next 8 days. Are you okay, Coach? You guys are breaking soft, Coach. Don't call me soft, Coach! Ref, substitution, May. Get out. All right, but I wasn't so bad. You made Soft Coach quit. He hasn't come back? No, and thank God he didn't see you let someone drive a car through Liverpool FC's victory parade. Why, is he a Liverpool fan? He's a fan of not doing horrible shit. Yeah, that makes sense. And then 2 PSG fans died after they won the Champions League? It was another misstep. Why will nobody just let people be happy? Because letting people be gay is the next month's job. Not funny. June? Yes, coach. We need to end the first half strong. Yeah. Yes, we do. Oh, what have you done? Ukraine just had a massive drone attack on Russia. Uh-huh. And they didn't tell Donald Trump about it, so he's gonna be big mad. Great. Speaking of, he posted that Biden actually died in 2020 and was replaced with a soulless, mindless clone. It's far-fetched even by 2020 standards. There was a terror attack on a pro-Israel group in Colorado. It's been 15 minutes since we had one of them. And there was a mass shooting that killed 1 and injured 11 in North Carolina. And you might have gotten off to the worst start ever, and why aren't you wearing anything for Pride Month? The FBI have said I must leave Pride at the door. I'm back, I'm ready to celebrate Pride Month and help June be the best he can possibly be. Oh, what's happened? Ref, timeout, June, bring it in. Yes, coach? We're blowing planes up again? Did you say blowing up or bowing up? They might be synonymous. A plane crashed in India and killed 241 of the passengers. How many were on board? 242. How the hell did one guy survive? I think I put the entire month's good fortune into one person. Over 700 dead after flooding in Nigeria. How did that happen? I blessed the rains down in Africa. Who are you, Toto? Speaking of 80s music, he also killed Brian Wilson, the co-creator of the Beach Boys. You are nothing but bad vibrations! And what's happening in America? With the 2 people killed execution style on the Vegas Strip? With what's happening in LA? That's just the government using military force to terrorize immigrants and then use authoritarian propaganda to manufacture a crisis and rally a base around false patriotism. That's straight from Hitler's playbook! Is that bad? Stinging Asian needle ants are in 20 states? They are who should be getting deported. 9 were killed in a school shooting in Austria? That's out of America's playbook. And now Iran isn't complying with their nuclear obligations! That's just the prospect of nuclear war. June, I'm gonna try and help you out. Please, I need all the coaching I can get. You know how your Pride Month? Uh-huh. You're not being gay enough. Yet another woeful half of human existence! This team talk's gonna turn it around, right? Probably not. Oh. I took this job 5 years ago! It's aged you 20. And it just never gets better! Okay, well let me talk to them and we'll see if in the second half we can make some adjustments. Oh, good fucking luck, Soft Coach! Okay, team, what's one thing you could have each done better? Starting with the terror attack in New Orleans was a mistake. Yes, it was. And so was burning a huge part of LA to the ground. Yeah, I agree. I did say just say one thing, though. I regret killing Drake. You didn't kill Drake, you sure? Say, Drake, I was hoping you were going to say something about the measles outbreak or a bird flu death or the mystery illness you had in the Congo. Letting George Foreman die was my biggest mistake. Oh, not the earthquake in Myanmar that killed 5,000 people. Liberation Day. What? It was hilarious and stupid, but a mistake. You had a nightclub collapse and killed 221. I stand by my choice. I shouldn't have crashed a Mexican Navy ship into the Brooklyn Bridge. You flooded Australia and almost started a nuclear war between India and Pakistan. Almost. Feels like a win. Oh, does it? June? I'm scared. What is the one thing you could change and don't mess this up? I wish Donald Trump and Elon Musk were still friends. The answer is I wish I didn't go to war with Iran! Oh, he's gone. I can't take it anymore! This team sucks! These players suck! You have a whistle you don't blow! Nothing's good! I quit! I don't think he's coming back. Ref, timeout. July, bring it in. Yes, coach? This has got to be the worst start to a second half ever! Where's Soft, coach? He quit! Already? 134 are dead and 101 are still missing after you flooded Texas! You're right, awful start. Then New York City got the second most daily rain it's ever had! Yeah, but Tim's are waterproof. Beyonce's unreleased music was stolen from her car! That's good, right? Means we don't have to listen to it. Now you've upset the Beehive. The one that attacked all those people in France? No, and you killed Diogo Jota and Andre Silva? They'll never walk alone. David Gergen, Julian McMahon and Michael Madsen all died. I did hear there was a surplus of celebrity deaths. And paranormal investigator Dan Rivera died on an Annabelle doll tour. I did forget to mention the potentially murderous supernatural toy. M2 might be the new American TikTok? Yeah, because who needs almost 3 million followers when you can just start again? A kid in the UK died of measles and someone in Arizona died of the plague. But bird flu is at bay. for now. 4 killed in a plane crash in London, but not in a Boeing. 9 died in Massachusetts at an assisted living facility, which is obviously the opposite of assisted living. And hardly none of this is in the news because all anyone's talking about is the Epstein files. What Epstein files? There's no Epstein files. I miss soft coach. Ref, timeout, July, bring it in. Yes, coach. You killed the Prince of Darkness? Donald Trump? No. Stephen Miller? No, Ozzy Osbourne. He was only 76. Yes, but his insides were 1,411. Daredevil Phoenix Baumgartner died at 56. 56 is a ripe old age for a daredevil. Robbie Pardlow of City High died. And I've been crying all alone on the bedroom floor. And Malcolm Jamal Warner drowned. I did say there was a surplus of celebrity deaths. Then a guy from Long Island died after he was sucked into an MRI by his necklace. How did that happen? The M in MRI stands for magnetic. You learn something new every day. Why? Why do you learn something new every day? Because I'm stupid? A Bangladesh Air Force jet killed 31 when it crashed into a school? Coldplay Cam. Saying Coldplay Cam and hiding from your problems is not a thing. And explain why I'm down here. Why did America again withdraw from UNESCO? Because UNESCO try and prevent conflict through education, culture and tolerance, and the US don't believe in those things right now. You had Elmo go on an anti-Semitic rant. Let's just say he was hacked. Trisha Paytas had her baby. You're not yelling at me for that. She named him Aquaman. Proceed. And you allowed the Fantastic Four to get their own skins on Fortnite. Why is that bad? Fantastic Four skins! Ref, timeout, July, bring it in. Again, coach? We got tsunamis now? Yeah, but it was kind of shitty and didn't really do anything. Sounds like you. It's not nice. To add to your murderous run, you killed Terry Bollea? I don't know who that is. Hulk Hogan! Oh yeah, I heard he was preparing for Cell in a Hell. That would be Hell in a Cell! Oh, so that is a mistake. And what is happening with Trump and the Epstein? Don't say it out loud. Why not? This. What the hell is that? Every time we mention those files, it gets taken down for misinformation, and now we have a strike against us. Oh, so you're destroying free speech and our ability to make a living. I'm not, but somebody is. ChatGPT passed the I'm not a robot test? Sure did. Oh, and that doesn't bother you? No, the machine's taking over. It's going to be another month's problem. Is that why you allowed someone to walk into a building in Midtown Manhattan with an assault rifle and murder 4 people? I didn't allow it. It's America. I can't stop it. So how do you explain the mass shooting that killed 5 in a Thai supermarket? I don't know why there was a supermarket for Thais. Thai is in Thailand! Got it. You know what? You're out! A day early? Yes, the last day will be way better with you not in it. I really hope you don't regret saying that. Ref, timeout, August, bring it in. Yes, coach. The Sea of Galilee has turned red! Oh boy. Oh, is that a new whistle? Any other deadly plagues of Egypt? No. Kinda. What do you mean, kinda? Well, rabbits are growing horns off their face. You what? Come on, you've never heard of horny rabbits? Not literally! We have squirrels with oozing face warts. What did squirrels do to you? Then there's the radioactive shrimp. Is that another term for Trump's genitals? And false widows, Britain's most dangerous spider, are all over people's houses. Please tell me that's the end of your animalistic catastrophes? Almost. A zoo in Denmark has asked people to donate their pets to be used as food. What is wrong with you? That's not the worst part. What is? Lots of people did it, and one even donated a pony. It's incredible. You know, Hurricane Erin is about to batter the east coast of the US. There's never been an Erin that didn't cause problems. Why did you have a meteorite older than Earth land in America? Because I enjoy messing with Christians. You killed Miss Universe star Ksenia Alexandrova. Is it weird that Miss Universe is always from Earth? New York City's got an outbreak of Legionnaire's disease, and there's the plague in Lake Tahoe. If I leave humans alive, they donate their pets for food. Well, you just took one of the best ones in Frank Caprio. R.I.P. to the kindest judge ever. And why did you add Skibbity and Delulu to the dictionary? Because I think the 20s, to our core, hate millennials. Oh, ref, timeout, September, bring it in. Yes, coach? Why did you murder Charlie Kirk? Worth having some gun deaths so Americans can have their Second Amendment rights. A young father was just shot to death. Why would you say that? I didn't. Charlie Kirk did. So what did you kill him for? Irony? Not exactly. And there was another school shooting, this time in Colorado. Oh, I knew I was saving my thoughts and prayers for something. You've brought invincible aliens to Earth. How do you know they're invincible? Hey, coach, heard you might need some help. We shot their UFO with a Hellfire missile, and it just bounced off! Fuck it, never mind. You killed the Duchess of Kent and Giorgio Armani? I can't keep all old people alive. Oh, is that why Florida ended vaccine mandates? They don't want to keep anyone alive. A funicular crash in Lisbon killed 15. It really took the fun out of funicular. 22 people died in Nepal protesting corruption and a social media ban. They shouldn't be banning us anywhere. You collapsed France's government. Who cares? cares? It's the French. Good point, but now we're closer than ever to World War III because Russian drones just entered Poland. Don't worry, NATO invoked Article 4. If they get to Article 5, World War III probably begins. Coach, if the human race destroys itself, do we technically default? Because that might be for the best. Ref, substitution, September, get out. Woof, what a run. America just had 3 mass shootings in one day. Isn't that normal? It's high even for them. Oh my God, I just had a radical idea. Oh, it's always scary when you think. What if, now bear with me, America had less guns? Unfortunately, that only works everywhere else in the world. Oh, what a shame. You broke up Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban? Yeah, I speak for all of Australia when I say, oh no. An AI-generated actor, Tilly Norwood, is seeking representation? If they get an acting job before us, it's time to quit. Why does it have a name and why are we using it? That's a fair question. There's an internet blackout in Afghanistan? That's the Taliban. You sold EA to the Saudis and Jared Kushner? You're guaranteed to win if you put Trump in at quarterback. Speaking of, his people own US TikTok. Yay for making algorithms great again. And why is every middle-aged, bald-bearded white guy wearing Oakleys and bootcut jeans upset that Bad Bunny is doing the Super Bowl? Because Creed isn't doing it? They want Creed every year! October! Yes, coach. What's your plan? And don't foreshadow anything tragic. Government shutdown in the US and civil unrest in the UK because of forced digital ID cards. I miss soft coach. Ref, timeout, October, bring it in. Wow, this is early, coach. Yeah, you're off to a horrific start. You killed Jane Goodall. Yeah, there's a lot of really upset monkeys. And then you killed Dame Patricia Routledge. R.I.P. Hyacinth Bucket. It's Bouquet! Of course it is. You allowed a terroristic stabbing at a synagogue in Manchester? I don't allow them, I just can't stop them. Well, hurry up and learn! I got Hamas to agree to a peace deal and release the hostages. They said pending conditions. So what does that mean? They probably haven't agreed to anything at all. That's not what's being pushed to the media. You made Elon Musk a half-trillionaire? Yeah, but a full wanker, though. Former New York Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez got stabbed. Yeah, he was drunk trying to get into some old guy's car. The Jets can't even get attacked, right? This could be more embarrassing than the butt fumble. The US government's just not at work. I warned you about the shutdown. If you knew it was coming, why didn't you stop it? Because there's one thing the US government can't do. What's that? Govern? Is that why ICE in Chicago just pulled kids from their apartment and zip-tied them naked till 3 a.m? They also threatened to deport their parents, calling it Freaky Friday. Come on, man, this isn't who America is. Except it is, though, because this is who they voted for. Ref, timeout, October, bring it in. Yes, coach? Why did my mum have to die? Well, when one's heart stops and they're no longer breathing, they... I know why people die. Why did you have to do it? Oh, I think she just wanted to be with your dad. Oh, right, which reminds me, February! If this is about me turning you 40, it's not that big of a deal. No, it's about how you took my father. I said sorry about that. And October took my mother! Oh, no, you did? Yeah. But now he's like that movie character with no parents. Annie? I am not like a little ginger girl. Annie, are you okay? Stop calling me Annie. And that was a different Annie? Oliver? No. Please, sir, can I have some more? That's not funny. Parents? Hold on. No, it's the whole title of the film. Harry Potter? I'm not a child. Batman. Nothing about me screams Batman. Oh, I've got it. Oh, great. Go on. 40-year-old orphan. It's 40-year-old virgin. And you're not one of those? I have a son. It means nothing to me. I'm a month. I'm really sorry, coach. Just know time heals all wounds. That's great. Except my parents aren't wounded. They're dead. Just know they'll always be with you. All right, slow down. I didn't love them that much. We know how much you did love her, coach. Yeah, she was amazing. She was the leading lady in musicals for 50 years. Incredible. She loved her 3 kids, her 7 grandchildren, her great-grandson, maybe even you too. And she was so very proudly from Wales. You know, grief and Wales have something in common. What's that? They both come in waves. Not that type of Wales. What is he doing? Ref, timeout, October, bring it in. You must be thrilled. Not particularly. But I ended the Israel-Hamas war. The hostages are being released. I'm gonna say something I haven't said in 5 years. Oh, come on. Well done. Well, I must be your favourite month ever. You still killed my mother. I forgot. It's all about you, isn't it? No, you also took out Sister Jean, John Lodge of the Moody Blues, and Diane Keaton. You're not directly related to any of them? Tyra Banks thinks she's invented hot ice cream? Hot and ice cancel each other out. That's just scream. A mass shooting at a bar in South Carolina left 4 dead and 22 injured. Is that all? By America standards, I call that a win. Mississippi had 3 mass shootings on Friday night alone. Why do you keep yelling at me about these? Because America has had more mass shootings than there dark days of the year! And they have more guns than people. What do you expect? Why did you blow up a munitions factory in Tennessee? Why did you trust me not to explode explosives? 16 people died! Okay, yeah, it's not good. At least 27 died in floods in Mexico! I feel like I've overseen a lot of death. Oh, stop it, please! And do you have any plans to stop the US government shutdown? Not anytime soon. Why? Military members are lining up at food banks and museum and zoo employees are no longer getting paid! Yeah, is that bad? Yes, New York City is about to look like Madagascar! Oh, ref, time out, October, bring it in! For a third time, this can't be good. The NBA is rocked with a massive gambling bust! Oh, what's shaving a few points between friends? This is not a joke! Multiple arrests have been made! I know, it's very serious. That's why you use code multiple arrests to get 50% off your next NBA prop bet with DraftKings. A manhunt is underway in the UK after they mistakenly released an Ethiopian national from Chelmsford prison. They really are lenient with their illegal immigrants. He was in jail for assaulting a 14-year-old girl! Have they tried looking for him at the playground? You killed US chess grandmaster Daniel Naroditsky? I was worried when I saw him in Czech. And D'Angelo and Ace Frehley! We know, I kill celebrities. Let me guess, there's been some US mass shootings too? Yeah, 14 of them since the last time out, 12 days ago. Just a reminder, nothing can be done to stop them. Why are people catching the more severe strain of Mpox in California? I thought by taking the Unky out, we stopped that. How did you allow 88 million euros worth of jewels to be stolen from the Louvre? A security guard was eating a Très Grande Croissant. A 70-million-year-old dinosaur egg was just found in perfect condition. Oh, that's nothing to worry about. Is that the Jurassic Park music? It's purely a coincidence. And how much longer is the US government shutdown gonna go on for? Probably until they lower the age of consent. You what? That way they could argue he didn't break any laws when they released the... Okay, fine, I'll come back because, boy, do you need my help. Ref, timeout, November, bring it in. Yes, coach? You killed Dick on Erection Day? Excuse me? Dick Cheney died on Election Day. I don't know if that's what he said. Bush is devastated that Dick is gone. I'm sorry, what? George Bush, very upset. There was a mass stabbing on a train in the UK. But, coach, nobody died. Let's focus on the positives. He killed Dwayne Roberts. Invented the frozen burrito. And James Watson, who discovered the molecular structure of DNA. And those things are equally important in some circles. And he killed Tika the Iggy, the fashion influencer dog. I can't defend the killing of a dog. At least 13 are dead after a plane crashed in Louisville. Okay, so you've brought back crashing planes. I'm also cancelling a bunch of flights in America because of the government shutdown. If I can't get back to my mother's funeral next week, I will end you. Noted. More prisoners have been mistakenly released in the UK. That's an easy mistake to make. Oh, is it? Oh, look, there's a prisoner. Not in prison! When you put it like that. A typhoon in the Philippines killed 60 and an earthquake in Afghanistan killed at least 8. Natural disasters are hard to stop. Weren't they a wrestling tag team? Yeah, you need to give me something to work with. A 4th person just died at Disney World! I thought that was the happiest place on earth. It is. To die. And the woman who was shot by a 6-year-old was just awarded $10 million! Oh, well, that's great news. No, it isn't! Why not? Because now I want to get shot by a 6-year-old! Ref, substitution, November, get out. Leave it to me to get us back on track. Are you having a laugh? I'm not. You just had kids shot to death at a party in California! Coach, one bad play doesn't make it a bad performance. Thank you. He allowed 2 National Guardsmen to get shot in DC, one fatally! Right, and are you flying flags at half-mast? No, that's reserved for podcast hosts. He's got half the world testing missiles preparing for nuclear war. You do? Half is a little high. He's killed over 1,200 in Southeast Asian floods. You did? 1,200 is a little high? 6 died in a fire at a perfume factory in Turkey. At least they smelled nice. And over 150 died at an apartment fire in Thailand. Yeah. Why are you laughing? The building was called Wang Fuck. Damn it. December! Yes, coach. What's the plan so we finish strong? Let me read from my Christmas list. Okay, he's prepared. Ragebait is Oxford's word of the year. Ragebait being word of the year is ragebait. Tariffs will make Christmas gifts more expensive. Oh boy. We'll get totally redacted Epstein files. Great, so blank pages. USA will go to war with Venezuela. Is that avoidable? And Sir David Attenborough. Oh, don't you dare! Yeah, don't you fucking dare. Ref, timeout, December, bring it in. Yes, coach, what happened to you? You happened to us. I did? You threw us down some stairs. We fell. Oh, is that why we look like Elephant Man? And broke our ankle. And we have surgery on Friday. Yikes. Oh, yikes is the mass shooting that happened at a Jewish Hanukkah celebration on Bondi Beach that killed 15. They don't have mass shootings in Australia. They do now! A guy named Ahmed El Ahmed stopped one of the shooters. See, I created a hero so good they named him twice. Bob Rayner and his wife were stabbed to death by his son. That's terrible. They were lovely. Shootings in Australia, stabbings in America. Are we backwards? There was a mass shooting at Brown University that killed 2. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. And the shooter's still on the loose. Is that all the killing? 2 US soldiers and an interpreter were killed by ISIS in Syria. Is that all of them? A mass shooting killed 12 in a bar in South Africa. An MIT professor was shot and killed in his home. Still going. 25 killed in a nightclub fire in India. Dozens killed when Morocco had flash floods. And the new strain of monkeypox detected in the UK. December, do you have anything to say? I was just trying to get Christmas decorations out the attic. How about I promise to do much better and good luck on your surgery? It's our surgery! Ref, time out, December, bring it in. Yes, coach. Radioactive shrimp? That's what they call RFK Juniors. There's a massive recall of over 80,000 bags of frozen shrimp. Oh, why? Because it's radioactive! Are you dumb? I don't want to answer that. You turned the Persian Gulf red? And why is that bad? It's how the biblical prophecy of Judgment Day was foretold. In English? It's the end of the world! Oh, and the colour of the year for 2026 is off-white? It's called Cloud Dancer. And the most used password of the year was 123456 again. Not everything needs an of the year! Why did you have Nicki Minaj delete her Instagram? She lost 10 million followers because of what she said at Tapusa. It's Turning Point USA! And Chris Rea died? We know what he's not doing this Christmas. Go on, playing his guitar. The punchline is driving home! Ironically, rock icon Perry Bamonte died after a short illness. Why was it ironic? He was in The Cure. I can't stand you! Floods have California in a state of emergency! California is just a state of emergencies. And a biotech factory in China went up in flames! Why does that bother you? Do you not remember how this decade started? Coach, you have a call? Who is it? It's from upstairs. Oh boy. Coach, you have a call? Who is it? It's from upstairs. Oh boy. What is this place?
You're up as high as it gets.
Canada?
There's a sign that says Heavenly Headquarters.
So I have a mug that says #1 Dad.
You're in heaven.
Am I dead?
I haven't decided yet.
So you're really God?
No, I'm just an actor named Brian. Yes, I'm God.
Jesus.
Yeah?
Wow, you guys look alike.
Well, I am his son.
It's a good point.
Listen, you've been running this team for 6 years.
Quite the run.
They've all sucked.
Oh, you noticed, huh?
I see everything.
Everything?
I promise. It's way more awkward for me.
Guessing it's too late to delete my search history.
I need you to do better in 26.
How?
Challenge calls. Use video review.
Hate VAR.
The game's gone.
Game's gone.
And please, do some real coaching. Get these monks playing better.
So I'm keeping my job?
It's that or die.
Got it.
Now get back to Earth and give them hell.
Will do. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Where did you go? Upstairs. How was it? I need to tell you something. Okay, go on. God, he's Bostonian. Well, that's the final whistle. Everyone, bring it in. Nope, nobody bring it in. We're not going over how the game went? Why would I want to do that? We got our asses kicked again! And that's putting it nicely. The 20s are 0-6! Really amazing you still have a job. God put me in charge for next year. The Bostonian? Yeah, that guy. So no recap? No! Maybe they want to hear what they went through. They just lived it! Oh yeah. Plus, they're the most overdone thing on the internet. That's true. If I have to hear, and with that, one more time, I'm gonna go insane! Go insane? We need to get back to doing some good old-fashioned coaching. Really, no words for last year's team? Oh, fine. It's for the best. You fucking suck! Not what I was thinking. We're looking forwards. January? Yes, coach. Last year you lasted 13 weeks. How is that possible? He just did. I'll be in for my 30 days. It's 31 days? What is? We want no natural disasters. Stay away from killing beloved celebrities. Don't start World War III. Don't have planes fall out the sky. No Nazi salutes. No signal leaks. No pandemics of any kind. No terror attacks. No political assassinations. No buildings full of people burning to the ground. And absolutely no TikTok bans. Why does that matter? We die! Got it. I've got it. So you know what to do? I know what not to do. I just know you can give us a good start to 26. Yeah, just one question. Go on. How many New Year's mass shootings should I have? Oh boy. None!